What's up guys, Adam from Ridgway Exotics, welcome to the channel. As the title suggests guys, we are visiting Ridgway Exotics, and if you've not heard of Ridgway Exotics, you might have heard of Simon Ling. He's the owner of the shop, one of the best shops I've actually ever been to. You'll see in a few minutes how beautifully kept the enclosures are, how well the animals are thriving. One of my absolute favourite shops to visit. It's about an hour's drive for me, but worth every single minute. So we're going to take a look at all those beautiful animals and have a chat with the guys in the store. So let's cue that intro. So we're here with Jess from Ridgway Exotics, who's got a beautiful monitor. Can you tell me a bit more about this one?
So this is a Kimberley rock monitor. This is a little male. He is pretty much fully grown now. He's just in shed at the moment. He's a really friendly fella, as you can see.
And what's their diet consist of?
So he's insectivorous, so he'll eat basically anything that moves. We feed him primarily on locusts, but he'll eat some worms as well, and crickets as well, but we tend to just feed locusts and worms.
So no rodents or anything like that? As a treat?
Occasionally as a treat, but we tend to feed them with just insects, which he likes, and it's good enrichment for him to chase him around. He loves to climb. He's semi-arboreal, so he'll climb, but he'll also use all of his floor space as well.
And one of the smallest monitors, I guess, that are out there?
No. We've got much smaller over there. I can show you some more.
Awesome.
Yeah, so there's some smaller dwarf species of monitor, but he's not too big. He's a nice size.
Would you recommend him for beginners, or is he more of a...
Probably not for beginners, no. They can be, he's already pretty friendly, but if he was to come as a baby, he might be a little bit more feisty.
A bit skittish, are they?
Yeah, a little bit skittish. You just got to be nice and patient with them, put the time in, learn for them to trust you, and you've got to trust them as well. And then you get a nice monitor lizard.
Fantastic, and I've seen the enclosure here. It's really nice.
I'm sure he will show us exactly how he likes to use it. Off he goes.
So it really utilises all the branches and all the perches.
He'll hide in the logs, he'll climb up the logs, and it's good because all the live food will hide in there, so it means he's got to really scrap through everything to find what he's looking for.
Lots of enrichment there.
Exactly, yeah, and he will use everything.
Fantastic.
And trash his water every day. Everyone in the food.
So these are actually one of my sort of dream animals. I've always wanted one of these. Yeah, but obviously the adult size is obviously a bit of a concern to people that aren't prepared for it. So how big do these get?
So we'll show you Frank in a minute. He's our big resident adult Tegu. So these are actually, like, if people are going into keeping bigger lizards, these are generally people's first go-to because they're super friendly. So these are babies, so they're a little bit more skittish. But I mean, they usually, if you put the time in, they'll tame down puppy dog tame. They're super easy to keep in terms of feeding, so they're omnivores, so they'll eat a lot of stuff. They will literally eat anything. So they'll eat insects, they'll eat fruit, veg, they'll eat fish, eggs, literally anything.
Fantastic. And how big
makes
do they
it
get?
easier. So you're looking at around about with tail. Obviously they're very taily. So you're probably looking at about 3 to 4 foot, including their tail.
And what sort of enclosure do you recommend for an adult?
A pretty big one.
Pretty big. It's big, the bigger the better.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people will let these free roam their house, so they'll have like a relatively small vivarium, but they'll live around their house, and when they feel like they need heat or anything, they'll just go back in. We've got Frank in an 8 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot viv, so
awesome.
It's a pretty,
we'll definitely take a look at him.
Sizable, yeah. But he wanders around the shop when he wants to.
And are they very communal animals, or are they very solitary once they're older?
They're better solitary, to be honest. We only get away with this because these are all babies. But I mean, males especially, you can have some real issues between males.
They fight,
yeah, they'll fight. You can have males and females live together, but I mean, unless you're breeding them, it's not really worth the risk. Really, it's better to
and excuse my ignorance here, these are Argentine black and white Tegus,
yeah? White, yeah. We've got some red and whites as well, they're a little bit feistier.
Absolutely beautiful.
They are, they're lovely. Very nice. This is Frank. He is our resident. Are you going to come over? Are you going to come over? So as you can see, super friendly lizards.
And this is a full size
yeah,
adult
so he's
male?
quite a small male, to be honest. But yeah, this is kind of the size you're looking for. Are you going to come?
And are these prone to being obese and being, you know,
yes.
Yeah, they can be.
Because they will eat anything, people will often feed them the incorrect diet. And they are relatively lazy lizards as well.
Yeah.
I'll grab him out. This is Frank.
It's gorgeous.
So he is. He's a lovely lizard.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And like they're just so tame. If you put the work in, that is. Obviously, he's got an extremely powerful jaw. So if you don't put the work in, they can be dangerous like anything else. But I mean, they're so easy to get nice and tame.
Absolutely beautiful. Look at the tongue. The size of the tongue. It's huge. Hello, Frank. And does Frank have a girlfriend?
He doesn't know. He's a single man. But he got bad when he was younger, but it gets better with every shed. Oh no. Most people are scared of him until they realise how much of a softy he is. That's right. Yeah, people are always wary because he's so big.
No, go ahead, please.
Oh, he's looking. Oh, I always come up.
Oh, you wanted that one. I'm the same every time.
He's lovely. He can give it straight to you.
Oh my god. Oh.
Literally doesn't care. Kids can come up and touch him. He literally doesn't
It just goes to
care.
show if you put the proper care and attention
Oh,
into
yes,
what
yeah.
they can turn
You
out
can
to
get
be.
such a rewarding lizard.
He's lovely. I always look at him when we come in to get our bugs. I've never seen him out. I literally just walk past. I'm not going to say no.
The problem is, whenever we let him out, he does massive poo everywhere.
Oh, no.
And Tegu poo is not the nicest.
No. No. We don't go near his feet.
It's spiking.
He's making a beeline for the door now.
So I'm out of here.
I've had enough.
Frank, come back.
I'm going to get Phil sausages.
Or he'd waft a few of them down.
Yeah, I bet he would.
Is he alright going that way?
That's alright, I've got him. He's lazy, he won't move that quick. No. So, like, to be honest, in this enclosure, he doesn't even really use.
So this is an 8 foot, you said?
Yeah, so this is an 8 foot by 3, I think, by 4. But like the height he doesn't really use, he'd most definitely hurt himself.
And what sort of hotspot do they need?
So I mean in here it's relatively hot in the shop anyway. So I mean his hotspot's set to about between 34 and 36, but that slate heats up really nice. So
Yeah,
it
sort of
gets
retains the heat, doesn't it?
definitely
Yeah.
hotter there than it is on the start.
And does he use his water bottle much? Does he soak a lot?
He doesn't really soak himself. He always walks up to drink from it. He does definitely drink from it, but he doesn't. I've never seen him soaking in there. But the little baby ones seem to always be in the water.
I think I have to talk to the wife now about getting one of these because they are absolutely stunning. And it just goes to show if you really do put the work into these animals,
Happy dogs.
what sort of rewards you can get from them. Where are these from, the Yakis? They're from Australia, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. You want to be testing me?
Testing myself. Absolutely gorgeous. Female at the bottom, just sort of.
Yeah.
There he goes. He seems sort of jerking to. Oh, he's come to see me
I'm not
now.
doing it for the camera.
Hello. Awesome. So again, this is another animal I've kept in the past.
Oh, is it? Let's see if we've got a friendly one. Are you going to be friendly? It's pretty good.
Wow. That little face. And where are these from?
These ones are, I'm not even sure which species these ones are.
African pygmies.
We've literally only had them a couple of days. They're still settling in at the moment.
These are albino ones, aren't they?
So we've actually got a mixture in here. So this is a pinto one. They call
Okay.
it like piebald, but they call it pinto and hedgehog.
Okay, so it's a recessive sort of gene.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm not too sure, to be honest. We don't really breed these, but we literally have had some come in with like half white, half black faces. They look really cool.
And lovely blue eyes. And what are they fed on?
So these will eat, so they love mealworms, absolutely love mealworms. And we'll feed them like dry cat biscuits as well. But I mean, these won't be here long.
And what's the sort of care requirements, heating wise and things for that?
So generally if we sell them, we'll sell them in like a wooden terrestrial setup, and they'll just have a heat mat on stuck to the back of the bib, just to make sure the ambient temperature's correct for them. Only downside is they do have quite smell.
Oh, do they?
They do, yeah. They sometimes requiring changing every day.
There's one in the corner hiding. Absolutely gorgeous animals.
They are, they're little nubby toes.
And what is it they're kept on? It's just like a...
So this is like a repti-turf. Some people keep like their tortoises and stuff on them, but because they like to track, these ones haven't been too bad, but we've had ones in the past that literally will just trash the bib every single day. So we've been trying lots of different substrates on them, but this one seems to be quite good. They don't seem to trash this one too much. We've had ones in the past that literally rip UV light bulb samples up. We're like, how did you even get up there? It's like group effort. Let's destroy this bib as much as we can.
Awesome. And who have we got down here?
So, this is Alvin. So he is an Aldabra tortoise. So we've been working a lot with Alvin. So he is, I believe, the second largest species of tortoise in the world. So he'll get like small car size.
Wow.
We've been really working with him. Like when we first got him, he was super skittish. He'd run off at every opportunity.
They can run?
But so quick. Let me get him out and you'll see.
It's amazing.
Tortoises are culture heavy. So much quicker than people think. Like before he'd run off straight away, but now he's really started to come to us. He lifts his bum up off the floor. Here he goes.
And how old is this one?
So he is only about between 2 and 3 years old.
Wow.
And he's like already this big. So yeah, we're going to keep him as long as we
So
can.
definitely not a beginner tortoise then to
Oh
get
no,
to
no.
that size.
No, he's
And
yeah.
where are they from?
So these are they're kind of like the cousin to the Galapagos tortoise.
Okay.
So that kind of area. So we like to keep his tank nice and humid. He bathes a lot. He'll go in his, he'll just sit in his water, and he can reach his food bowl from the water. So sometimes he sits
Doesn't
in
have
there,
to move.
living the life. But yeah, it's super cool tortoise. It's definitely one of our favourites.
It's amazing.
Yeah, you mostly only really find these in zoos and stuff because not many people have the means to keep.
Are they
their,
endangered or anything? Do they come?
Not Aldabs. I think Galaps are, but not.
They don't need microchipping and things like that.
No, he's not microchipped. No, but he's a captive bred baby. We got him in with all his brothers and sisters, and he's the last one. But we couldn't let him go. We love him.
So it's a shop pet, is he?
Yeah. Because there's so few people that can
Look after
care
them properly.
correctly for these animals.
It's all well and good this size, isn't it? But when they start getting, like you said,
When it's
small car
this.
size, it's a different
Yeah.
story.
Poo huge, eats so much.
Oh wow.
So this is a male Egyptian Uromastyx. And he is a beast.
He is a big boy. Is that full grown? Is that an exceptionally large one, or is that
no,
an average sort of size?
This is he's got the coolest red eyes. But no, so yeah, this is the biggest species of Uromastyx.
Wow.
Yeah, an absolute beast. Like their tail is so hard. Like if he hit you,
It is, yeah.
Like if he hit you like full pelt,
You'd feel it.
you'd feel it.
So prehistoric looking, aren't they?
Oh yeah. They've got such bright red eyes, this species.
Big old claws as well.
Tear you apart. Have you kept Uromastyx before?
Never.
So these are, I think they're such an underrated species. I can show you a couple more species. But these are like, they're similar to like, care-wise, kind of to like beardies, like with what they need. But so much cooler than beardies. So this is another species.
So these won't get that big?
No, nowhere near as big as those ones. These two are.
And what are these? What sort of
So this is Uromastyx flavifasciata, which is the banded spiny toe lizard. But they've like just started to get all this colour. They were like a pure like blacky grey colour. Now they're all starting to, colours are really starting to come out now.
Beautiful.
Yeah, really nice. But again, care-wise, they literally just have a variety of vegetation every day. A nice dry, deserty, hot. They like it really hot Uromastyx. Like literally, the hotter the better.
And this is called what again?
So this is a redfoot tortoise, but this is a cherry head. You can't. It's a bit dirty, so you can't really see his red head. Let me touch it. So these are kind of like your rainforesty jungle tortoise. So these will eat meat in their diet, which is the strangest thing to watch. Is watching these like slurp up.
When you say meat, do you mean like
rodents?
Rodents, yeah, not processed meat or anything like that.
No, rodents. They absolutely love it, and they'll eat loads of fruit and stuff. So a totally different diet to say your normal like Hermans or horse fields.
It's more of a common one.
Yeah, and they like it really nice and hot and humid.
And they're from where?
So these are from like places like Brazil and stuff.
Sort of
South America type places. But yeah, these are like they'll literally climb like vertically. A really cool species to keep. I've got one at home. Bubby versions. So these are the second largest species of tortoise from Africa. So first you've got the Sulcata, or the African spurfied, and then you've got the leopards.
You can see where they get their name from.
Yeah. As they grow their shells, I'll show you the big ones in a minute. Their shells, they'll get like white marbling on their shell, so it literally looks like a leopard. And they're the cutest.
And how old are these?
So these were born in probably late 2018, beginning of 2019.
Oh, very young.
So they're pretty young, yeah. But yeah, they grow really quick as well. So like some of our big ones in there, they're like 10 years old, so they'll do loads of growing. And then kind of plateau out a little bit. But these are more like, if you compare these to the sulcatas are really boisterous, whereas these are quite a more timid species. Once they get used to you as their owner, they get a lot more friendly, but they're a lot like, even mine now, when I walk past them, they're like, ugh. I'm like, come on, I've had you for 7 years. Okay. So this is a female. So when you see like colourful chameleons like blues, reds, greens, they're, well, panthers anyway, and they're males.
So this is a panther, yeah?
Yes, this is a female panther, generally that pinky peachy colour, which people think it makes them less desirable because they're not like bright blue, but you can still get some really cool colours on them. And they'll get like purple blushing on their cheeks and stuff depending on their locale.
Put the front paws out.
Praying.
And they're beautiful. You have a nice selection of chameleons here, don't you?
Yeah, no, we always try to keep them. It's just a shame the girls get overlooked. But they've got like a shorter lifespan than boys and stuff. And they've got more health issues that they can have. They can get egg bound and stuff.
Is that quite common for them?
It is, yeah, especially when they're not bred and stuff. So it actually benefits them to be with a male.
Right.
Yeah, I love them. So this is a high white pied retic. He is a beautiful boy.
Is that male or female?
Male. We've got 2 boys. We've got a normal, and not just a normal pied as well.
So these are very much like the rules in terms of the amount of white and the amount of pattern.
Yeah. So the other one that we've got, he's got like solid colour all along the top, and then he's kind of white on the bottom half of his body. Whereas he's got a lot more like spotting and.
Wow, and he's just a mainland, is he?
He is a mainland. I don't think they've bred smaller in pied yet. I think they're all mainlands. He's beautiful.
He's gorgeous, isn't he? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, really nice. Sassy though. So we tap train all of our retics.
Just let them know you're not feeding.
Yeah, just because they've got such a high feeding response. So this is a snow that we produced. So he's a super dwarf, this one.
So what's the sort of max size?
So considering his parents, he's probably going to max out like between 8 and 10 foot. Hopefully more.
So definitely, if someone wants a retic, then a super dwarf's a good way to go.
Is definitely, yeah, the way to go. A much more manageable size. A lot of people keep mainlands, but do they really keep them correctly? Who knows? We're trying to veer away a little bit from the really bigger stuff. Unless it's like the specialised stuff like the pieds, just because you never know how things are going to... It's all well and good when they're small, but when they start hitting 10 to 15 foot, it's a different story. They can do some damage then.
And how often is this one fed?
He feeds once a week.
Once a week.
He never misses a feed.
Typical retic fashion.
Oh yeah. None of our retics do. They're such ferocious feeders. Always up for food. But like they're so calm outside of their enclosure, but
It's just letting them know that they're not getting fed, I suppose.
Exactly,
Isn't it?
yeah, and you just got a calm demeanour around them, and they're I think they're amazing snakes to work with. They're so inquisitive, smart, really smart. You see things tipping through their heads, working stuff out. This is a white wedding het clown. Really? So all white. Where's the noggin?
A het clown as well.
Yep. Where's your head?
It's a male.
Yep, this one, yeah. Grumpy male at that. Really cute.
Stunning.
I'm surprised he ain't grumpy.
I won't go too close to him.
Like, he'll do it just when people are walking past. He's got a right attitude.
Good feeder though, I suppose.
Yeah, no, yeah, really good feeder. So this is one of the siblings of that clown pied. Maybe. There it is. Oh, he's so pretty. Oh, he's got a pretty head away. You just look so cute. There he is.
So that's a spotted het clown.
Het clown, yeah. Male.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Do you have much pied stuff yourself?
Yeah, I've got a few bits and bobs. Working at the next project is going to be sort of banana lion pieds.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for next. Gorgeous.
This is a male super pastel pied, and he is straight.
So what is the stripe line when it comes to pied?
It's just kind of, it's not like, it's just the line that's been bred that have got more of a striped pattern. Like, I don't think it's particularly like part of the morph, it's just more of a striped line.
Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, stripe is a whole different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
He's smart.
Yeah, that's really nice. Absolutely gorgeous. And that's a male?
Yeah, this is a boy. Little grumpy boy. That's alright, because he's so good looking. You can get away with it.
He's allowed to be a bit grumpy.
Go on, let me put that.
Let's look at that pattern, it's absolutely gorgeous. So this is the main attraction, isn't it?
This is.
So who is this?
This is Floss the skunk.
Floss the skunk.
Looking all cute now, but she's mischievous.
Wow.
She is a naughty skunk. But like you can really see like their scavenger instincts. Like
Oh,
she will
Floss.
open your bag and steal your lunch quicker than you can.
Wow.
Like bin diving is her favourite thing to do.
So people are going to see this and going to say straight away,
I want one.
I want one, but obviously they're not a pet, are they?
A lot of people see her run off. Oh, that's surprising. She normally runs straight away. I've got some locusts to feed her actually. yeah, she's very hectic in like the home. They will wee and poo everywhere. She's litter trained to some extent, but if she needs it, she'll go. But yeah, we'll get in everywhere, we'll eat anything. Generally, yeah, she pulls the bin down like 10 times a day. She stole my lunch on numerous occasions. She'll eat my sandwiches and leave the crusts. She's definitely a cute factor.
What about the smell?
Generally her smell is kind of like a strong rabbity smell, but she's still got her scent glands, but she's never sprayed.
So you take that risk.
It's illegal to remove scent. It's illegal to remove scent glands on skunks.
Right.
Obviously, it's their like primary defence mechanism, so it's. But I think you've really got to give them a fright to make them spray.
Wow.
But she's like 5 years old now, so she's never.
So she fully grown?
Yeah, she's a really small skunk, to be fair. Like I've had people ask if she's like a baby and stuff, but yeah, she's definitely yeah, she's definitely an adult. A cute adult.
She's awesome.
But yeah, after working with her here, as much as I love her, I wouldn't have a pet skunk. She's
Oh, get the fuck out.
she does the cutest thing.
Oh wow.
That's the first time. Yeah, she only wants to know if you pop it. She's got a priority straight.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, they are. Should hopefully be getting some babies soon.
Oh wow.
That would be hectic. Oh, I love it. So this is our lightest one that we've got. So she's got.
And this was a leopard?
So this is a bigger, slightly bigger one of the babies we saw earlier. But this isn't fully grown.
Wow.
So you've got some much bigger ones in there. What are you up to, baby? But a lovely species to keep.
Is that full size?
No.
Bigger
As
than
we've
that?
got some bigger ones in here.
An impressive enclosure as well.
Yeah, they love it in here. They learn to like really recognise their like carers and stuff. So I've got two at home. You can literally call their name and they'll come running over. They're a really cool species. One of my favourites.
Let's go for a walk.
Poo somewhere, no doubt.
Well, Jess, thank you very much for your time. It's been really awesome to have a look around the shop. And of course I'll leave all the details to your Instagram, the website down below. So if anyone wants to check out these amazing animals, they can stop by. Thoroughly recommend this shop, it's absolutely amazing. So guys, what can I say? A massive thank you to Jess over at Ridgway Exotics and of course the whole team there for allowing me to spend some time with them this afternoon, just showcasing some amazing animals that they have there. A majority of which are available to buy. Obviously things like Floss the skunk, who was an absolute legend. What an experience to play with a skunk. Not something you can say that you've done every day. Frank, the big Argentine black and white Tegu, and I think the big tortoise Alvin. Apart from that, I think everything pretty much that we saw is available. So please, I'll leave the details down below to their Instagram, to their website. If you like anything you saw, or if you fancy just a nice trip down there to an amazing shop with really friendly staff, really knowledgeable staff. You saw how knowledgeable Jess was, absolutely amazing. So make sure you get yourselves down there. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Tomorrow I'm going to do the 1200 sub giveaway video, Was going to do it today, but wanted to get this done and posted first because I was just really excited about doing it. So keep your eyes out for that tomorrow. But of course, as always guys, thank you for your support. If you don't mind, do me a favour, leave a comment down below, drop a like, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos just like this one. So guys, you're absolutely amazing. Thank you very much again for everything that you do. I will see you very soon.